YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Smiz. We back again with another video for you guys, man. And today shouldn't be anything too crazy, but I wanted to give you guys a chance to see my MHD settings that I have on the car. So that is the plan for today. I'm gonna show you guys the exact setup that I have for my MHD settings, give you guys a chance to hear how it sounds on my car. That way, if it's something that you like, you can make sure you copy the settings and put it onto your car. I don't have XHP on my car yet, but when I do, I'll be sure to put a video out for those settings as well. But nothing too crazy, just getting off a little bit of OT at the office here this weekend. So I'm about to drive over to a new spot. That way it's somewhere a little bit quieter where we can film, and I can give you guys a chance to hear how the settings sound on my car. And you guys been telling me in the last couple videos that the wind noise has been a lot better. So again, shout out my boy F30 Reaper for helping me out with that. Still trying to tweak and dial the settings in a little bit, but I think now especially they're way better in terms of the wind sound. That way you guys can really hear the turbo spool and the intakes. It sounds so good, especially under here. Whew. I know they be hating me over here, but sometimes you gotta do it. Echoes, man. Put on the sports gauges for you guys too, so you can see that. Not a scrape right there. All right, let's give y'all a little walk around the car real quick. Just admire the scenes, bro. Out here is beautiful. Fall time. But yeah, this car literally can never stay clean, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. It literally can never stay clean no matter what. So it's dirty again, but still looking good. Still looking good. Give y'all a little walk around. Hear that idle. Breathe in all the catalyst fumes, love it. All right, guys, so here is the specific settings that I chose for my MHD Stage 2 multi-map settings with the super license. So I don't have anti-lag enabled on this simply because, one, it does like risk damaging your turbo, especially if you like spam it a bunch of times, and there's really no point in me using it because I don't have an upgraded turbo and I'm not really pushing anything super crazy. So it's not something I'm going to use. I would recommend, I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I would recommend, like, if you care about the longevity of your turbo, you're not planning on upgrading it anytime soon, I would just say you don't need it, but do whatever you want to do. You're going to need to press allow map switch in order for the maps to switch. Exhaust setup, if you're stage 2, make sure you have aftermarket downpipes on. You can remove the top speed limiter if you want, you know, for track purposes only, of course. Increase iDrive torque power and torque gauges, so you'll want to do that so that when you go into your sport displays, it displays what your power should be based off of your tune. So, you know, if you're doing stage 2, mine reads like 480 for both. If you're doing, you know, MHD stage 2 plus with ethanol, you'll probably be reading like mid 500s. If you're like an upgraded turbo, like it'll be like 600 plus, so whatever you see there. Now I don't have overrun BRAP on. I'm honestly not a huge fan of how it sounds, so I personally don't have it on. But if you like that, then put that on. Now for the burble settings, my regular map, I have no burbles in comfort, and I have 1.2 second duration, medium aggressiveness in map 1. I found this to be like the best balance, where it's still loud, but it's not like super obnoxious. 1.2 seconds is like, you know, a few pops here and there, nothing too crazy. Then you can set the min and max RPM. I might raise this up a little bit actually, because I'm not a fan of it like burbling every 5 seconds when I'm letting off the gas, so might change that. Now cold start noise reduction, so you guys hear me talk a lot about the fact that I have my cold start deleted. If you click that, then it's not going to cold start when you start up the car. Exhaust flap always open in sport mode, I would always put that one there. I don't have the startup roar enabled. Again, I've heard like mixed things on like whether or not it's good for the car or not, but the whole point of me having the cold start delete is so that it's not loud when I turn it on, so there's no point in me turning on the startup roar. Now I don't have a high pressure fuel pump installed, so that's just going to be the OEM version. Injectors are stock. And then sport cooling mode, same thing for this. I've seen that this could potentially put too much stress on your cooling components for the car, but then I've also heard that some people like running it. I personally don't need it, especially because I have the CSF heat exchanger. I'm not really worried about my temp, so I have that there. Now for the other maps, I have my second map being soft burbles, same duration, 1.2 seconds, and cold start noise reduction. For map 3, I have the OEM style and cold start noise reduction, same duration, like 1.2, 1.3. And then my last map is no cold start noise reduction and hard burbles, 1.2 seconds. These ones literally just sound like AK-47 gunshots. I rarely ever throw this one on. All right, so now that you guys have gotten a chance to see the settings that I'm running, now the best part is you're gonna get to hear what it sounds like to see if this is a setup that you would actually like to have on your B58 Gen 1 car. So let's hear the cold start noise reduction with the downpipes. So yeah, super quiet. You honestly can't even tell that it is on until you get up to it. And again, my car's super dirty, so please don't mind that. It's been raining off and on for the last like 2 days. But I personally need this because where I live, loud cars is a no-go and not trying to deal with annoying neighbors. So this works perfectly for me. I have the other map like I showed you guys. If I want to have the cold start on and be super obnoxious, I can do that. But for the most part, cold start noise reduction on the other maps works fine for me. And I don't know if you saw, but I had it for my burbles. For my burble settings, I had a minimum speed on there. So if you set the minimum speed to like, I don't know, like 10 miles an hour or wherever, when you actually rev the car, there's not going to be any burbles, which I prefer because, I don't know, I think like revving the car, when you rev it out, it sounds a lot better without burbles than it does with burbles. I think burbles only really sound good when you're like actually on the road and you can drive. This guy is tweaking with his dog. Not me being mad nosy, but still, I don't know what he's on. But yeah, so I personally think that when you set up the burble settings, put the minimum speed to like 10 miles an hour. That way, especially for catalyst, that way when you rev the car, it's gonna have like really good turbo spool when you're revving it and not like a bunch of unnecessary burbles, bro. Like, I don't know, burbles, especially when you're revving, kind of lame in my opinion. When you're driving, it makes sense, but in comfort, I have no burbles. Sport and Sport Plus, I have medium burbles for my main map, and that's the one I'm running like 99% of the time. All right, so I'll show you guys what I mean. So if I rev it right now like this, no burbles at all. And you just get that pure B58 raw sound with turbo spool, of course. Perfect. All right, let's show you guys what this sounds like now on the road. perfect balance of sound in my opinion, where the burbles aren't too crazy, but they're definitely there. Listen to that turbo spool, man. That's what it's about. I'm punching. Woo. That one sounded crazy. But yeah, if you ever get tired of the burbles, man, the best part, just throw it in comfort, no burbles whatsoever, and you're chilling, which is what I'm doing most of the time anyways. But for the purpose of the YouTube videos, I think like having the burbles on makes it a little bit more dynamic. But for regular everyday driving, nah, man, I'm just chilling with the regular sound of the B58, bro. Best sounding engine, in my opinion, personally, especially at that price point, bro. Pop sounding good. This thing sounds crazy. Crazy. Even with the windows up, you can still hear the pops. And the turbo spool, if the mic is picking it up. But you can definitely hear it in the cabin. It's crazy. But yeah, man, I feel like this is just the perfect balance setup. Like, I don't like the crazy burble tunes that are like insane gunshots for like 3 seconds straight every time you let off. Like, it sounds crazy in person, but like over a long period of time, like it just kind of gets annoying. Like, at least with mine, it's like if I don't want the burbles, I'll just turn them off with the sport setting. And then even when I have them, like it's just like a quick little bop, 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 and that's it. No idea what that is. That kind of looks crazy though. Sounds insane. It's not a turbo spool too. Sheesh. Listen to how it sounds through here. It's crazy. Woo. Nah, you literally can't beat that sound, bro, I swear. Turbo is just spooling up, bro. here real quick. Yeah, bro, that is pretty much gonna wrap up this video. Let me step out just so I can give y'all a little walk around real quick before I head out of here. But yeah, bro, let me know what y'all think about how the car sounds with the settings and everything. Let me know if you think it is a good balance or if you think that something else would sound better. Make sure you guys let me know. But I really appreciate all you guys' support. I know I say it every video, but it's crazy to me how much you guys actually are messing with the content that I put out, and it really means a lot to me, so I appreciate it. If you guys have any questions about the settings, about my specific mods, I know I didn't really go into my mods in this video, but I'll have the stage 2 full mod list set up, pinned at the top somewhere of the video, so you guys can watch that video too. That way you can know all the mods that I have on the car. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about the build or about anything in general with the car, let me know. And if not, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Hey.